In the Brewing Student Cultures Podcast, we will cover topics of student life
from both international and Dutch perspective. A podcast by international students work.
Hey everyone, welcome to the International Students Work Podcast, Brewing Student Cultures. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Isabella, and today we're here back at Credible to talk about one of the most interesting topics when moving abroad. Meeting new people, going to new places, new cultures, new responsibilities, that's part of student life. And the amount of cultural shocks we have when moving abroad, it's huge. And that's exactly why we're gonna talk in today's episode.
We're here with Matheus.
Yeah!
That's me.
We have someone that fits perfectly with the topic.
I've been through every single culture shock possible in this country, so yes.
Yeah, so Matheus, you're an influencer, right? And your main theme in your socials is culture shocks and moving to the Netherlands. What made you get into this, working with this specifically?
It was very much like I started TikTok and I was like, I'm gonna record videos every day and about things that I love and things that I hate and things that I'm dealing with. And then after like 2 weeks that I started, my first video that kind of like started working well was something about random things that happened in the Netherlands. And then I was like, okay, let me do random things part 2, random things part 3. And I was like, okay, there's not enough random things that you can possibly do to record videos every day. So I was like, okay, let me do other things that I like, that I live, and other things that I do in the Netherlands. And then I started doing about culture shocks, about what I like, what I don't like, about Dutch food, and yeah, pretty much how it was.
Okay, yeah. So we both moved 3 months ago.
Yeah.
So I think we can relate a lot to most of the content and posts that you post on your socials. But okay, I do have a question for you about that. What is your favorite, or what was the best cultural shock that you went through when moving to the Netherlands?
The best culture shock, I think, like the thing that fit more to my life and that I like the most.
Yeah, that you like the most.
Definitely the time that people eat here, because Dutch people.
You like it?
I love it. I'm the only Brazilian in this entire the country that likes to eat. I would like to eat 5 o'clock, 5:30, 6.
What?
And then everyone eats early here, like low key. So for me, it was like, okay, this is literally my place, because in Brazil, I was very spoiled.
No, I am judging you a little bit.
You should, as you should. I was very spoiled, so my parents would be like, they would cook for me, and then I would have dinner like by myself, and then they would have dinner like at 9. And
God.
Which is normal, right?
I know, it's normal, but I was like, I'm already hungry. I want food now.
What about a snack in the afternoon or something?
I'm not like a person that like to eat snacks in the afternoon. I'm like, I want dinner. I want food. I want food. Yeah. And then I arrived here and I was like, and another thing, and they don't eat rice as much as in Brazil, and I don't eat rice.
Oh, you came to the right place.
Exactly. So for me, it was the fact that they don't eat rice and they eat early. They got my heart from that. Yeah.
God, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah,
I know.
No, that was the last
it's a gag.
thing
At all, because for us Brazilians, like it's one of the things that we hate the most.
I would say it's the opposite, actually, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like most of Brazilians would literally go crazy having the lunch that we have, like just eating a bread as lunch and then having to eat 5 o'clock. It's not it for the Brazilians.
No, it's not. It's not a vibe.
No, it's not a vibe.
Also, bread is maybe a little controversial, but to me, bread is not lunch. Yeah. I would say it is very delicious to eat with lunch and maybe during like a snack time.
Or morning. Bread is very much a morning thing in Brazil.
True.
I
It
think.
is.
You wake
Or
up,
like
you
an
eat
afternoon thing.
Yeah, an afternoon thing. I don't know.
Yeah, with pão de queijo.
True. Yeah, true.
true.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
At 5 you invite your friends to your house, have some coffee, pão de queijo,
Yeah,
you know.
true. That's right.
At 4:30 you invite your friend and they are already available and they're like, oh, I can be there at 5. Unlike here that you have to plan. Perhaps in 3 months we can do
in
something
3 months. I
in the afternoon.
My schedule.
Yeah, we need to have an afspraak and then we're gonna see if we can ever meet. That's very much how it goes here. Yeah.
For me, I think the best cultural shock it was transportation. Like Okay, where I used to live in Brazil, we don't have trains. So for me, train it's a huge thing, and it is so nice how you can go to every single place. Like the whole Netherlands, it's connected.
It's like the whole Netherlands, as in like 3 hours. And then
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. Okay, price-wise, not that low, but if you take into account the quality, the Wi-Fi you have during the
wait,
trip.
do you have Wi-Fi here? Oh,
you
true, they have
train?
I never use it, true, but they are not that good, right? The Wi-Fi in the train.
It works.
Yeah,
The
okay,
fact that it
yeah.
exists, it already says a
Yeah,
lot.
exactly.
But I mean, in Brazil we also have the Wi-Fi. Like nowadays they
Wait,
also
what?
have Wi-Fi's, right? At least in Rio they have in some transportation.
What?
But no,
Okay.
I think in the train they definitely have Wi-Fi, and in the buses as well. Yeah,
That's nice. Didn't know.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I didn't know that.
Okay, but one thing that we don't have in Brazil, punctuality. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
trains here, oh my god, like most of the times, or they're in time or they're early, which
Yeah.
is awesome because you're always like, you don't have problems with
no,
scheduling.
and you also cannot see like there's no place that you can see when the train will come. So usually in
Yeah.
Brazil we are like
Yeah.
we go to the bus stop and then we are waiting for like 30 minutes and we have no clue, is this bus gonna arrive in this hour or
Or not.
perhaps we're gonna wait forever. And usually you wait forever. Yeah.
And if there's a new route, that, like a route you don't know in Brazil,
Oh my
you
god.
just have to like, one time it was like a 1 hour ride on the bus, and here they usually say the name of the stop, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in Brazil, I would have to like stay awake and then like keep looking around, checking on Google Maps, asking the bus driver, asking the people around
Oh my
me.
god, yeah.
It's easy. People are very approachable in Brazil, I feel like.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, like here, I would just know because they say the name of the stop.
Yeah, and also I feel like in Brazil, like I'm from Rio, so for me I was like used to, oh, it's 1 hour away from my house, it's so close. Oh, I can see you every single day. 1 hour, it's nothing. But then here it's like now after like being quite a while here, longer than 30 minutes, I'm like, I don't know if I want to go today.
Let me check twice.
Yeah, very much like this.
Yeah, true. It's changed my perspective. I also like when it comes to transportation, I feel like it's not only something that I like. One of the best things I think for me was biking.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm don't get me wrong, I'm not a sportive person.
And
but-
you're not in the flattest city in the
I'm
Netherlands.
not in the flattest city,
Yeah.
and I see that like every day. But at the same time, like I feel like it brought me so much like independence, you know, mobility.
Yeah.
Also, like
Oh,
I
love
can go
cycling.
wherever I want, whenever I want. And as a broke student, I don't have to pay for gas. Don't have to worry about
Yeah.
parking. You know, it's something.
It's awesome.
And I feel like in Nijmegen you can literally do the entire city by bike easily,
You
right?
can,
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Rotterdam the same, yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome because it's everything connected.
Yeah.
So, and the safety as well. People care about the, like,
there
the
are
bikes
there
and
are
everything.
laws.
But they also steal the bikes.
Yeah,
They
that's
do,
true.
but that they would have
A
done it
lot.
3 times more in Brazil.
But it's because they're useful, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's really nice having ones.
And bike lanes as well.
Yeah.
Like bike lanes back home are deadly.
Bike lanes? Well, do you have bike lanes back home? Because I don't think I do, but yeah. I learned what was a bike lane here, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, but they are everywhere, so that's awesome. Everything is
Yeah.
really
It's very
connected.
convenient.
Yeah, yeah.
But then it's raining, and for me it's like, it's raining, I don't want to bike. If you bike in the rain, you are like a warrior, because I cannot, like,
No, but
simply.
you know, I would much rather bike than walk.
I know, I prefer walking in the rain than
No.
biking in the rain.
Really?
Really, I don't know why. I'm just like, I feel like in a movie, I'm like walking in the rain.
Main character,
Yeah,
man.
main character
music,
vibe.
though,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, it's a whole
the
vibe.
saddest music. It used to be the saddest music to bike to
The
walk in the rain.
saddest-
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair, fair. Yeah. Okay, and what about least favorite cultural shocks?
I think for me, we were like talking before this, and I was really like not happy with the fact that people don't look that much in the eyes, that they don't really
Oh,
like
okay.
care about you when you're walking in the street. They are minding their own business. And us Brazilians, we are very much like, we talk with people in public transportation. We make friends like
For life.
so fast.
Right?
And I feel like when you arrive here, making friends can be really hard. and it can be really tough to find people that actually can relate to you and that are like willing to be out of their bubble, because I feel like there's many people here that have like childhood friends and they are like still really close to them, and then they see new people and they are not really like feeling like connecting with them. So my first year here, I literally hated everything. I thought I could not make friends. I thought I was like gonna be alone forever.
Oh, okay.
And you are here like 3 months being like, is it gonna be like this? No, it's not gonna be like this.
Yeah, I think.
No, but for me it was like the 1 year mark. The 1 year crossed and I was like, okay, I love living here. And I could start understanding people. I was like, okay, they are minding their own business, but I also mind my business, and I don't need to be like caring too much. And like for example, in my city, I would always care like, oh my god, I'm not gonna go outside with this outfit because maybe I'm gonna meet someone. But here I feel like even if I meet someone outside and I'm like with my pajama, people were gonna be like pass and not care about me at all, which I love it.
Yeah. Pros and cons, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah. I really feel that too. But okay, my least favorite one,
Yeah.
food. Dutch food, sorry.
Yeah, and you're Italian. Like
Yeah,
you
were
lived
like
in Italy.
you took
you
the
have high
Brazilian culture
standards.
and the Italian culture.
Exactly.
So
Thank
Yeah.
you. Exactly. And I think that I just cannot understand the amount of deep fried food we have here.
yes.
Like I'm not used to that, so it's hard. But at the same time, I know that it's a culture. We have some really good things, but I still need to get used to. Like,
For me, it was like actually not that hard to be, because like I like to eat early. I don't eat rice. So when I saw them eating potatoes every single day, I was like, I don't mind. I can have it. And I feel like there's also like restaurants from all over the world here. It's so easy to find
That's
food from
true.
other places.
that's true.
And there's also like the Brazilian, there's like a Brazilian store in Rotterdam that you can actually buy Brazilian food. So for me, it was not that like, oh my god, this is so hard. But I low-key had to learn how to cook and to find the right things. And yeah, that's the hard part, I think, because you're like, for example, you want to do a brigadeiro and you were like, where I'm gonna find condensed milk and how I'm gonna do it.
Definitely.
And these little things of like how I'm gonna do stroganoff. And
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
but I feel like this makes you grow a lot as a person. I feel like this is it's hard, but at the same time I feel like that really helped me of like learning and like trying to like cook different things and like see what I like. And yeah, but if you're going for a lunch, then you're gonna have to eat the bread and stuff like that. And it can be quite tough if you're a Brazilian and used to like eat food literally. Yeah.
Yeah, it is difficult. It is different as well because I feel like their lunchtime is like lighter and their dinner time is heavier when it comes
Yeah,
to like
which
the
should be the other way around,
Yeah,
right?
I think like at least in Brazilian culture is the other way around.
Yes.
But then again, like in Japan, they eat like breakfast as rice as well. So it's like
Yeah, I could never eat breakfast. Like, I mean, I don't eat rice, but I don't think I would connect rice to breakfast. But I mean, it's kind of normal for. Just depend on your culture, I guess.
yeah, exactly.
But what about you? What was your like biggest culture shock then when you were here?
My biggest cultural shock.
Besides food.
Besides food, well, I do have positive ones, like the biking thing. I really like the vegetarian options. I'm vegetarian.
Yeah.
And like in Brazil, I would just not eat. Like the options, for example, if I would have like pasta, I would never do a bolognese in Brazil because I feel like that isn't an option. Like I could do it, but it would take a lot of extra effort and it wouldn't taste as good. So I would just eat like regular tomato sauce.
Yeah.
But here, sometimes I feel like, am I actually eating meat? Like, am I vegetarian? I
Oh,
forget.
that's nice.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like the prices for you, like, and finding actually options in the supermarket too,
Exactly.
because you go and then you can have multiple options of like what meat you buy, what you want today. And I feel like in Brazil there's like not that many options like this, not at all.
Not at all. And I really like it here to the point to which like I forgot that I was a vegetarian. Like okay, like it's not like I forgot I was a vegetarian, but like that app Too Good To Go.
Yeah.
So I ordered food there, but I forgot that I had eating restrictions. So I just got a bunch of meat.
Oh
and I
my
was
god,
like, wait,
that's sad.
this is not worth it. Like, why did I order it? And I was like, wait, it is worth it for some people.
But about the vegetarian, because I'm in my vegetarian path right now, trying to
Vegetarian era.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know. Also because here I'm surrounded by a bunch of vegetarians, which becomes like easier
yes, you
to
feed
do
your
things.
people. Like, I actually.
Yeah, and the amount of options we have, like I don't need to go that far. Like in the small supermarket near my home, I can find a lot of vegetarian options.
Yeah, and they look just the same. Like they look like the like visually. When I arrived here, like since I of course I still can't speak Dutch, but I do have an idea of what they mean, the words mean. But like I was looking at things and they're like, is this vegetarian or is this, because like there are some symbols that you can like kind of figure out on your own, but I couldn't because they look so much like the real thing. But like now I think I'm figuring things out. Do you speak Dutch?
I understand a lot, and I can speak like I can do something, but my Dutch is not like super good. But I understand a lot actually. But how was for you and for you about the language, and when you arrive here and then you see like all these names and you're like of stations and you're like where am I, and like how am I gonna like find places here?
I think it is indeed hard to learn for sure. Wasn't that hard for both of us because we speak German, so
Oh, you both speak German.
yeah, so it's okay.
Okay, that's a different game.
Yeah, but at the same time, like it's so nice how Dutch people, they are really willing to help you
definitely.
to learn Dutch. Like small words, like small phrases, they're really happy that you're learning and
they
trying.
are. I love that.
They really
But
appreciate.
for me, it's the other way around. I think.
Oh,
Because
no.
I feel like
Really?
if you were a foreigner in Brazil, then like there's no options. No one speaks English in Brazil.
Yeah.
So for them, it's like okay, I need to learn, and then people are always so friendly and so nice to you, and they are like always teaching you. While here, I feel like when you're trying to like learn Dutch and speak Dutch, people always like switch to English so easily and so fast.
Okay. I
Because they are trying to be helpful. They are like, oh, you're struggling to say this, so let's switch to English so you feel comfortable. But then completely destroys the learning process of like a language.
No, I get that, but at the same time, like every single Dutch person that I told that I want to learn Dutch, they goes like, "Oh my god, you want to learn Dutch?" And they're so surprised most of the
that's
time. Like,
cute. Yeah.
like really, do you actually want to learn? And I go like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I do want to learn." And
That's actually a thing. I
Yeah.
feel like Dutch people are not that very proud of their language. They are like, why you want to learn Dutch? Use the word. And I'm like, I actually find it really cute. I like Dutch. I don't think it's bad.
yeah, I like the language.
Yeah, but they are very much like this, I think, that they are like, oh, Dutch is not nice. Doesn't.
Yeah, they are always so surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they
they
really
are.
appreciate
They
when
really
you
do.
when you
They
try,
do.
you know.
Yeah, they do.
So like, thank you, you're welcome, bye, hi, those things that it's the first thing that you learn. But then when you're trying other words, they get really happy with us trying.
I love the dialects though. Like I think it's so cute. Like in
Yeah.
the north, the hard R's, the G's.
Yeah, I love it
the-
too. Yes.
It's very difficult. I feel like I still haven't mastered. I still haven't even begun to master the G.
And-
the
Yeah,
yeah, and the dialects like saying how do. So cute.
And it's so crazy that like this country is so small, but there's so many different dialects. Like
right?
We don't have
to the
them.
point that they don't even understand each other. And I'm like, how? It's like not that big. How you manage to do that?
That's
like,
so true.
yeah.
It's true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Because like we have a dialect in Brazil, but it's not that crazy of a difference.
No,
that
I don't think
Yeah.
we even have dialects.
I don't think it's dialects. I think
Accents
Yeah,
mostly.
we have different accents and
Okay, fair. Yeah, now
Right?
that, yeah, you're right. Actually, yes, because we can actually have a full conversation without having
yeah,
any.
no
Yeah,
problem
I
at
think
all.
there is a rule for that. I think like if you have, if you change words, like the meaning of the words,
Yeah.
and there's like a specific amount, maybe, then it's a dialect.
yeah. Okay, I had no clue actually.
Yeah, I looked it up recently, so
Oh,
that's why I know.
interesting.
That's why I sound
oh
so
my god,
knowledgeable.
yeah.
I feel okay because I have the Dutch friends that I have. They're all over Netherlands, so
Yeah.
I can really notice their accent and everything.
Yeah.
But one thing, okay, common sense now. One thing that is all around Netherlands, it's the rain,
True.
and I think we can talk about it because Dutch people don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, just like us. So if you're coming to the Netherlands, that survival kit, I would say like umbrella and raincoat, and then we can talk about the other
Yeah, well,
stuff.
Yeah.
Isabella in this case is not surviving then because she never has a coat. Like, never a winter
I feel you
coat
because
or
I'm the
jacket.
same. I hate carrying an umbrella as well. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm not
thank
gonna be,
you.
and you don't need to be like. It's
Do
not
people actually wear umbrellas here though?
yeah.
I never see people
No,
with
not
umbrellas.
that much,
It's always
actually.
a rain jacket.
Yeah.
I feel so judged when I wear
Yeah, that's
an
true. Yeah. Because it's not handy, I think. I don't know.
It's not.
But also, like, it's a really good icebreaker, I think. Like, you don't know what to talk with someone in the Netherlands. Talk about the weather, because it's an universal language. Everyone's gonna understand each other, and you're gonna be like, and you're gonna complain. And when you complain with people, you bond, literally. Yeah.
It's funny, like I think it was my first or second week here. It was right after summer was like ending.
Yeah.
I just so the weather had been so nice until that day in which like it started raining like crazy. Then I went downstairs and my flatmates were there and they were like, "Welcome to the Netherlands." And I was
They're like,
"Wait."
oh, you're finally saying the truth.
Exactly. Exactly. It was
But I feel like you're just too lucky because this year the weather was just really good, no, mostly, yeah.
Right? Look at the sun right now. It's,
Yeah, and this is actually my favorite kind of weather. Like, it's cold and it's blue sky. Cold and blue
I
sky
love
is my
that
favorite,
too.
yeah.
I love that too. Oh my
Yeah. For example, in your place, it's summer. That's
yeah,
it.
it's like summer, summer life,
That's
basically.
it.
Yeah.
So we don't have the seasons. We don't have like winter, and then we're gonna see all the transitions. No, that's not.
Yeah.
What
and
happened.
it's like 20 degrees. Okay, I'm gonna get my winter jacket.
yeah.
I'm gonna dress up today because
Scarf and
it's so
everything.
cold. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Meanwhile, like you literally like every now and then see people wearing short pants in this weather, and I'm like,
It's so
how you
shocking.
do this? Like how? Yeah, it's crazy.
What I used to do before I left the house was to kind of peek out the window and go like, what are people wearing?
Which unpredictable because
It is not recommended.
don't do
No.
it. Yeah.
Just don't.
I would go and I would look around and I would say like, okay, this man is wearing a t-shirt. It looks doable.
I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah, I
Biggest
def-
mistake that you could possibly do.
It is.
Which is also so hard because like the in one day you're gonna have rain, you're gonna have the sun, you're gonna have
True.
like a storm,
That's
and
so
it's all, and then you were like bring your jacket, and then you put your jacket, take off your jacket. That's summer in the Netherlands very, very much. Like yeah.
That's so true.
Which I think, it's also like a positive factor because like, I wake up 7 a.m. like going out of the house, it's like pouring. And then
Yeah.
I go like, oh, it's fine because it probably won't rain the whole day. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I feel like the rain does not last the whole day.
But I feel like the rain always plays me. I'm home, it's not gonna be raining. I put my feet outside of the door, the rain starts.
Yeah, it's Murphy's
Yeah,
Law.
literally, so annoying.
It is. It is.
That is.
But I learned how to appreciate the summer. So when I went to Brazil for the first time, I was like, I love this. Summer is so good. Look at this. People, we see skiing, like people were wearing like short pants. I was like feeling like so happy with the summer.
True.
And same with Carnival. For me, before when I was in Brazil, when I was living in Brazil, I used to hate Carnival. I used to be one of the people that would be like, oh, I hate Carnival. I don't want to be outside. And then I went back and I was like, Carnival is the best, man. I love my country. Because you learn how to love things way more when you are abroad, I think.
True. Yeah, you kind of like seek home wherever you are,
Yeah.
right? Which I think is something that I would recommend for anyone that is actually facing cultural shocks. Is like find your home away from
Yes.
home, right? Like look for the things that make you who you are outside of like
Totally,
your
100%.
comfort zone, yeah, right? I would definitely say
Yeah,
that.
I think they are cultural shocks just before you actually start appreciating them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
right?
that's so
Because
true.
then you're gonna be here. Like I'm gonna be here for at least 3 years.
Yeah.
So I would not complain about Dutch food for the entire 3 years in the Netherlands.
No, and you're gonna start liking things, and you're gonna be like, okay, maybe I like this now, and I used to hate it.
Yeah.
And that's the same when you are back home. You are like, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like that, and then you notice, actually, maybe I do, and now I'm far away, and I miss it. And then, if you ever leave the Netherlands, if you go to another country, you're gonna be like, oh my God, actually, this thing that Dutch people do, I love it, and I had no clue that I do.
Yeah.
It's very much like this, I think.
Yeah,
But I mean, you guys been everywhere. Basically, you guys you were live like in Italy, in Germany as well.
No, I
No?
just learned German.
How you learn German without living in Germany? Like why?
You went to German school, right?
Yeah, I went to a Swiss school
Makes
in
sense.
Brazil.
Okay,
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense. What about you?
I spent a year in Germany.
Okay, and that was the first country that you were abroad.
Yes. No, that I lived abroad, yeah.
Yeah. And what was the biggest difference between Germany and the Netherlands?
Germany and the Netherlands. Oh, it's a hard. Well, the thing is, I lived in a relatively big city in Germany.
Yeah.
So I feel like here everything is much closer, even though things are already close there. But like I also lived in the suburban area of that city.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like I don't know. I was also in high school here.
Yeah, so it's a
like
different
I
vibe.
also feel like part of the culture shock is also has to do with like how we're dealing with things on our own right now.
Yeah,
You know?
100%.
Yeah, because if it would be different if I were to have moved here with my family,
Totally.
you know, or like with another family, it would have been like people would still cook for me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm seeing vegetarian options. That's because I'm going to the store because I am cooking for myself, you know. So I don't know, it's really hard. I feel like culture-wise, I don't want to say it's similar, but comparing to like South America, the European, the Central Europe and stuff like that, like a lot of cultures.
I feel like definitely like Germany and the Netherlands have like a kind of like a similar culture, but it's completely different in like in Italy,
Yeah.
for example. Yeah.
True.
So true. Yeah, but it's so nice. Like you moving abroad and have actually the cultural shocks.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yes, I think people actually
Crying
like
is so nice. No, you're kidding.
Never
Suffering,
cry about them. Yeah, it
depression.
happens.
No, but people actually like listening to that. I feel like
Yes.
when you ask when people back home talk to us, they go like, "So what are some of the differences?" And I don't know, I get so excited, which is kind of like
Yeah.
the whole theme of your social media
100%,
because
yes.
people, it's relatable for any international student, right?
Yeah, and for me, like it means the word when people are like, I just moved here and I saw your videos and I can actually like relate to this and that and that. I have received messages of people being like, I moved to this country because I saw your videos and I was like, I want to
Oh
come
my
here.
God,
And I was like, I feel like honored and I feel like,
Yeah.
and every single time that I make my videos, I'm like, okay, what Matheus from the year one was struggling and thinking, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a video about this, even though like some things I don't even feel anymore that much, but I remember like this was something that I struggled in the past, and I'm sure that someone can struggle as well. So
Yeah.
let me make a video about that.
True. And people really watch it because
Yeah.
that's exactly what they're gonna pass through again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just try to bring all the versions of me and just put in the TikTok, and maybe like Monday is Matheus year 1, Tuesday is Matheus year 2, and
Okay.
yeah.
That's really
Oh,
nice.
that is so smart, actually.
Yeah. And how do you manage like when you're homesick, for example? Because you talk a lot about the Dutch cultural shocks and everything. And what about Brazil? Like,
When I'm homesick, actually, my sister lives in Belgium.
okay.
So every single time that I'm homesick, then I go to Belgium and I visit my
Alright.
sister. And then it's a little bit easier, but then at the same time, like FaceTiming your parents is never gonna be the same as like hugging your parents in real life. And like seeing, and in the beginning, it was very much like something that I struggle. You see like the group of friends that you have in Brazil going to places and doing things.
Without you.
And you're like,
Yes, how dare they?
they didn't invite me even though I'm like in the Netherlands and they're in Brazil. Like, what if I could get a flight and go there? Like, just like an invitation, that would be just fine. But yeah, I feel like this is like one of the hardest things because people are like moving on, people are like living their lives, and you are living your life, but you have zero friends. Well, they are there around like other people you love, and that's really hard. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because-
true. You're starting over here, and
Yeah.
people are going on with their lives.
It sounds like it's not fair, right? Yeah, in a way.
True.
Yeah, makes sense. At the same time, I feel like they're also excited for us.
They really are. Yeah.
How does Dutch people react to your videos?
They don't get as much as the internationals in a way that like if I'm criticizing something, if they are criticizing something, they are like, I don't like this cup, it's ugly. No, this cup is cute. But if they would say that, and a Dutch person would say that, they would be like, yes, I don't like this cup as well. You're completely right. But I would say I don't like this cup, I'm like, maybe I don't like this cup, but I'm fine with it. In the nicest way as possible. There would be some Dutch people being like, go away, need to leave this country, you're not welcome here. Just because I don't like a cup. Like, everyone's allowed to not like something. And then they think that, many people think that I'm just saying negative things about the country, but I'm saying so many positive things as well. I can have like 6 days of saying nice things. If I say one thing that is not nice, then it doesn't matter anymore.
But I think it's because probably they cannot relate to the content, right? So it's hard to get exactly the message that you want to pass. So maybe that's why I was saying.
But at the same time, I have so many of them, they are like, oh my god, I never noticed that I was doing this, and and then you show me that I'm like this, and I was like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, showing the Dutch things that they are doing.
They are actually my biggest amount of followers, the Dutchies.
Really?
Actually. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think from a Dutch person's perspective, seeing what is considered like a culture shock, because every time if we get international people in Brazil, I wonder what is to you a cultural difference.
Yeah.
And of course they're gonna find out a bunch of things they don't like, but a lot of things they do like.
Yeah, and we love to see the foreigners in Brazil. There's so many of them doing the TikTok dances and trying to learn Portuguese, and I'm like, it's adorable. Yeah. And there's also this Dutch girl, right? I think her name she was big 2 years ago or something, pre-pandemic. Ninka, I think her name is Ninka. And she used to make videos reacting to Brazilian music. And now
oh yeah, I know. The blonde girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. She went to Brazil a lot of times.
And now she can speak Portuguese now. And I feel like this is adorable. I love seeing someone from abroad experiencing our culture and seeing things, and it's just cute. I love it. I love the foreigners.
Yeah, me too. And I think the Dutch people, they do like us.
Yeah, they do like us.
It's just hard. They are not that open as we are used to, which is completely fine because it's their culture. But
exactly.
I think they do like us.
Yeah. And the best thing ever is understanding a culture and seeing what you like and what you don't, but respecting.
Yeah. Definitely. 100%. Yes, and we're here to actually learn, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So I think it is important to see this in a way that otherwise I think it would be just stressful if you spend your whole time, like you said, if you're spending your whole bachelor's here, for example, and you just decide to view things in a negative way the whole time.
You're gonna just struggle.
Yeah,
you're not gonna be happy.
Exactly. You know what you said reminded me a lot of a marriage when you said that in the beginning. It's the first year of marriage, honeymoon phase. So you're excited about everything. I think I'm still in that phase, and then after a while, it can be a little less exciting. But I think it's still super.
But then you feel home. You feel safe. You are with your husband forever, and you're like, okay, actually, he's my husband, and I can say that the best things, the worst things. You were home, and that's the good thing about it, because the honeymoon phase is really good, but at the same time, feeling home is way better than the honeymoon, I would say.
Yeah. I love how you dealt very deep.
Yeah, the metaphor.
I was like, are we going there right now? But something that I was not struggling that much, but I feel like most people are struggling right now is the housing and finding places to stay, and that must be not it.
We actually have an episode about housing, and we have some tips. We have some lots of things that is gonna hopefully help people that are looking for housing in the Netherlands, because it's a problem.
I would definitely, because people ask me a lot about it. People send me messages do you know, I just moved to Rotterdam, do you know a place that I can stay? I'm like, that's really hard. There's no, so I'm gonna send the video, your video. This is the place, learn how to find it. Go ahead.
Networking is everything.
For real, yes.
Yeah, that's really nice. That's awesome. Okay, I think that's it, right?
Yeah, so today we learned a little about a topic that I think most international people can relate to, right? Moving to a new country, you're used to you have to get used to a whole new world that clashes into everything you were already used to. but it's all a matter of like seeing the good side of things and remembering like to look for those silver linings, because even biking in the rain has its perks when you're listening to music, right?
And like, don't let the voices in your head tell that things are never gonna be good, because at some point you're gonna enjoy, at some point you're gonna make friends, you're gonna find a house, and things are gonna start working. But it's not gonna be like day one you're at home and happy.
Yeah, so true. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you, Matheus, for being here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my god,
It was a
actually
great
so much
fit.
fun.
It was a great fit. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Credible, for hosting again. And stay tuned for more episodes of the Brewing Student Culture. Yay!
Bye!
Bye.
Bye.